So your typical day is all planned out. And
it's all planned out.
Believe him, because he's so structured. Sometimes I look at him like, oh, teacher. Hello everyone, welcome to Consistent Place channel. In today's video, we have a very super important special guest, and it is no other person than my hero, sweetie, gorgeous, majestic, amazing husband, man. Welcome, darling. Happy to have you in my show today.
Thank you for that introduction. That's too much. that's too much. It's really a pleasure to be part of your show.
Thank you so much. And in today's video, I want our guest to talk to us about being a father. And the inspiration of this video came from his kids interviewing him when we had a family session.
How did it feel when you had your first son?
In fact, before I had my first son, I had my daughter.
When
I had my first son, I saw myself in my son, and I was so proud being that dad who has an image, a replicate of me.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
Yes.
Yeah, everybody will be left behind who can move forward with the work that I've started.
There's people that are left behind and then they move forward.
Yes.
And I thought as well we could throw out a video out there to share from his fatherhood experience. And our first question for you, sweetheart, is how do you become a good father?
That's a very good question. I know everybody wants to know how to become a good dad, especially those who are not yet married. Some are scared. They say, how do I become a good dad? In reality, to become, you must have some values, especially having that relationship with God. You can't be a father without that godly aspect, because
He's a big father, right?
Yes.
Okay, so
you know, you have
a father, you need a father.
You need a father.
Right.
You rely on him.
Okay.
And then you have these values that you have to teach your kids. Mm-hmm. They are looking up to you, and you can't do that without a wife.
Oh, wow.
You must have a wife.
Wow, to be a good dad, you must have a wife. I love that.
You must have a wife. You know, the way you manage your wife,
right.
The life you live with your wife makes you that good father to your kids. So
are you saying that the best thing you can give your children is to show them how to be parents?
Exactly. So if you have that relationship with your Father in heaven, you teach your kids. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
Right.
For you can't be wise if you don't fear God.
Right.
And then secondly, teach by example.
Okay.
They look up to you, whatever you are doing, the life you are living with their mother. Like I said, you must have a wife, and you live a life that the kids can emulate.
Yeah, can emulate.
Yes.
Wow. I love that.
Yes.
So my second question to you is about priority. You are supposed to be a good dad. You are supposed to be a good husband. We are expecting you to be an active member of your community, your family, and your friends. You are supposed to be an entrepreneur, or you are supposed to have your job that really sucks up your time. How do you prioritize all these aspects to still be that good dad?
That's a very good question. It's really powerful. Schedule yourself, prioritize things in order of importance.
Okay, we want to know how do these things align in your life in order of importance?
Okay, God comes first.
Okay.
The Creator is first,
right,
in my life.
Right.
Second, my family.
Okay.
Third, my job.
Okay.
And then any other thing can come.
Okay, thank you so much.
In any other order.
In any other order.
Yeah.
In any other order.
No problem. In any order.
God first.
In any order.
God first, your family second, and your job. Then the rest can come in any order.
In any order.
Okay. So my question now to you, talked about family, and there's a diverse understanding of family. Your family is vast.
It's vast.
It's vast. Tell us, how do you prioritize your family?
For a family to be established, God is the father.
Yeah.
And then you have the man, you have the wife.
Right.
So if the husband and the wife,
right,
they have that good relationship, then the children, they will follow.
Wow, I like that.
They will live well.
Wow, that's good. I really like that. The children will be taken care of.
Yeah, they will be taken good care of.
And I also want to add that if the spouses are working in harmony, even the extended family will be taken care of.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, this is not a marriage video. It was a Father's Day video. So let me not divert. So my next question, thank you so much for that question, and I really appreciate it. My next question for you is, how do you balance your professional life, your spiritual life, your marriage life, your fatherhood, to have that balance and that fulfillment? Because a lot of people succeed in their profession, in their career, in their business, where their marriages are failing, or and their children are challenging them, or they're succeeding in one area and the other. How do you make sure that all those areas are balanced financially in all domains? Share with us your experience.
Yeah, I think that is a good question once more.
Thank you.
I think you have to prioritize.
Okay.
Scheduling is very important.
Okay.
You have to go to work at this time. At this time is my church issues. At this time is my family.
Okay.
At this time I have to go to my kids' school visit or an event. So if you do not schedule, we know we all have just 24 hours a day.
Right.
But you have to schedule yourself.
Right.
Don't waste your time browsing your phone. That's why a lot of time we say there's no time. I don't have time.
Phone, right?
Yeah, because in fact we have
Guilty.
so that is the highest asset
Right.
that we have, which a lot of times people don't understand, is time.
Wow.
You have to use it judiciously.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So in a 24 hours day, how do you balance your spiritual life, your fatherhood, your professional business, and everything?
Like
How do you schedule it?
you do things according to schedule. Don't just get up and you are just thinking, wondering
What
as
the
if
day
you
will
don't how the day will look like. That's just not using the time judiciously.
All right. Thank you so much for that. My next question for you is, how does your typical day looks like, a day in the life of a father? Just plan it out in the schedule. Let's also have that experience.
Yes. A typical day for
In the
me,
life of a
let's say
father.
on a work day, early in the morning, I get up, I pick up my son, I drop him in school, drive to my office, I work for the day, come back, sit on the table, we do the homework, we look at the scriptures, and that one is gone. And if we have other programs scheduled, we will follow our schedule. That's how my typical day is.
Okay. So my next question for you is, you're a father of 5.
Yes.
How do you spend quality time with your children?
Wow. That's a nice question. Beautiful.
Right.
So, spend quality time with each of them.
Right.
It depends on what activity we are doing.
Okay.
Like for my daughter, I know she likes schools.
You have 3 daughters.
My first daughter,
Okay.
she likes schools. We
Right.
like talking about education. Educational
Cha,
stuff.
cha, cha.
We like talking about this school, that school, talking about her grades. And sometimes
Her ambitions,
her ambitions,
her
vision,
goals.
and I drill her.
Right.
And then sometimes, we have our date. We just go to a restaurant.
And then I'm going to have problem with you then.
Sit-
Having dates with people?
Yeah, having just a date with my daughter.
Oh.
Yeah, I take her to the restaurant.
Okay.
We sit,
And that's true.
and we
I
are still
struggle with those daughters. So.
we are still talking about education.
Yeah.
We have that quality time. Or sometimes you see when we can drive around, just
Right.
myself and my daughter. We have things that we are talking about.
Are you guys talking about me?
Not about you, intellectual
Intellectual stuff. Okay.
Yeah, that's what we are talking
You guys
about.
leave me in the kitchen and start talking your intellectual stuff.
Yeah, the
Oh.
vision, the
Hey,
grades,
no villagers allowed.
what it takes to become somebody.
Okay,
Yeah, that's what
wow.
we are really talking
And
about.
I think that doing it that way, you're also mirroring to how a good man should treat a lady.
Exactly.
And we really appreciate that.
Exactly. In fact, I want to show her the qualities of a good man, so
Right.
that what she should be looking in a man,
Right.
the way a man should treat her.
a
Like I
lady.
said before, that my life as a father should be an exemplary life.
Right.
So the way I live, even with their mom,
Right.
they emulate that. They look at that example. If they don't see that in a man,
Right.
they should not think that that man has value.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
That is
And how do you spend time with the other one? You have a set of teenagers and a set of younger ones. So how do you spend time with them?
with them. So
What does quality time mean for you? Tell us. How you
yeah, like I said before, I have 2 teenagers. Yeah, for my son, I have a set of things that I discuss with him. We also talk about education. We do our math. I know I always solve math with him, and we go out for bike riding. We talk about politics and
those two are politicians.
So all that. Sometimes I take him to work just to showing him how an office life looks
like, right.
That he should have that feeling. And then the others, we spend time playing. We just play. Sometimes they will ride on my back, and I'm just playing with them. We roll on the floor. We go out for a walk and do.
Yeah, like today you guys went out for a walk.
Yes,
wow.
so
they really love it. Really.
Yeah, so in fact that's how I spend my time with all of them.
Okay.
And it's all done individually. So yeah,
you do it individually and also do it as a group.
As a group.
Okay.
So
which means that you spend quality time with all your children sometimes, and then you find time to individualize the quality time.
Absolutely.
Wow, thank you so much, and we really appreciate that.
Absolutely.
And you spend time to doing the homework with them. You spend time to answering their questions that they ask in all domains. They ask all kind of questions, and So my next question to you is: you have 5. You are a father of 5.
Yes, I am.
How do you manage these 5 children in a way that some don't feel biased, some don't feel left out in terms of affection or care and love? How do you handle that? 5 children. Don't you have that competition going on?
Well, that's a tricky question.
Right.
However, I do manage this. When a child comes to me, that child is valued the way he or she is.
Okay.
I give them the value. You know, all of them, they have
nicknames.
Their nicknames, powerful names. So
only given by daddy.
Only given by me. Yeah. So this, they feel special.
So number 1 is nicknames. Okay.
Yeah.
Number 2.
Yeah. And it depends on what they do. Like, for example, my first daughter. Let me put it that way.
Yep. That's a good title.
And you know, I call her a dove.
Right.
And there is a reason why I'm calling her a dove.
You call the 2 of them a dove, setting them in a in competition situation.
No, no. I know how I manage them.
You know how I manage them.
Yeah.
You look like a polygamous man with those 2.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you know, they are unique in their character.
Their personalities.
And their personalities. They are all different.
Right.
No 2 kids are the same.
Right.
Even the way they behave, they are never the same. Though they are born from the same womb, but they are not the same. So I celebrate them individually.
Wow. For instance, like with
my daughter,
you guys have intellectual
relationships,
high intellectual conversations, and with your son, you guys have political, current life issues, things going on around the world that you don't talk with any other person.
And how he can manage a business.
Okay, business relationship. You have a business relationship with your son.
With my son.
And then with the princesses, you have those princess cute relationships.
Exactly.
And with your other son, Handy, and the technology
he's
girl.
a handy guy.
There's a technology girl. And so each and everyone has something that is actually
something unique.
They focus on it and enlarge so that they see how unique and special they are. And that way there is no competition.
Yes.
Wow, that's so powerful. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Daddy. And what other question did I have? So what is the difference fathering teenagers and fathering little ones? What is your experience fathering teenagers and fathering the younger ones?
Let me say the greatest difference that I see is the fact that the teenagers, they're now risen. They are mature.
Goals,
they have goals, and we can talk about things that are reasonable. So when I look at the little ones, I can't discuss certain things with them.
Yeah, but I mean, you discuss certain things with them just at their level.
Yes.
And with the teenagers, they are vision oriented. They have their plans, their future. They're already talking about their future. The little one talks about their future too. Sometimes
they do, but
in their own at their level. Yeah, and you can only talk to them that way. And my next question to you is, like, name 5 ways you spend quality time with your children.
We spend quality time through prayer. On the dinner table.
Family meals. Okay.
Family meals. We talk. I look at the way, You do things on the table. We have quality time during our walk around in the neighborhood. And then sometimes we have quality times when we have our dates.
You have dates?
Individualized dates. Yes, individualized.
And during all those days, where do you keep me? Okay.
Well,
so they do dates behind my back. Okay, let's go.
And the fifth one, we have this quality time, especially when we focus on their goals.
Oh, well, okay, when you focus on their dreams.
On their dreams and their goals, yeah.
Okay. Wow. So, what last thing do you have for aspiring dads, forthcoming parents?
Well, aspiring dads, I know it sounds like it's really tough because I've talked to many who say, oh, it's really tough. Yes, it is, but it should be intentional. And it begins from the inner self. You start by taking that decision that I will be that good dad to my kids. Make sure you work with your spouse, because if you don't work with your spouse, the kids will feel that. And if they feel that you can never be a good dad, what are they copying from you? What are you teaching them? I think that's the final word I can give to the younger generation.
Thank you so much. And if you like this show, give us a thumbs up and share this video. Subscribe to Consistent Place channel if you have not yet subscribed to Consistent Place channel. And we thank our Daddy Henry, sweetheart. Thank you so much. It was nice having you in our show.
Always.